Yes, hello, and thank you for joining us once again here on the channel as we are here in Blackpool. It is the 4th of July. It is opening day for all the attractions here in Blackpool, should I say, most of them. And what do you know, it is raining. All the happy sunny days that we've had here, and it had to start raining. So we are going to take you down the Promenade once again, from here, the south area, or the Pleasure Beach, all the way to central side, where the tower in North Pier is, and show you exactly what is open. So we'll do our best to show you everything that is going on here. It's not very busy from what I'm seeing, but we'll see as we go. So we'll take you for that journey now. Of course, if you're watching us for the very first time, or you've not yet subscribed to our channel, then please do subscribe. We'll be bringing you more updates of Blackpool, as well as other videos on the channel in the next few weeks. Also, if you do like this video, do support the video by giving us a big like any time of the video. Yeah, so that's it, going down the Promenade. I do apologise in advance if there's any rain that gets on the lens, as it's not a very nice day here today. Let's hope the weather does pick up. But we are here down on South Shore first to show you what is going on down here. So we'll take a look at this area here, which includes South Pier. We'll even go on South Pier to see what's happening. What they're doing, putting in place to keep everyone safe. But we're here outside the Pleasure Beach here. Again, you can't see a lot of people around here. It's absolutely desolate, but the Pleasure Beach is rather busy. We're not going to obviously go inside or go anywhere near closer to where we are now, but it is open. It's back open. The big one is actually running, even though it's quite breezy. And the arcade there is open as well. So if you are down this south area, do come over and support local businesses such as some of the burger shops, the hotels, and the arcades around here too. Show your support for Blackpool and the rest of the UK. It's good to see it back open, but if you do plan on visit, make sure you do book in advance. And make sure you're well enough to go, and keep yourself and everyone else around you safe. Right, let's go. So Adventure Golf is open over here. There's a little kiosk on the side, so you might be able to see it. Have a lift it up as they're doing some checks there. Again, weather's not great for that. As we head over here, new toilets here as well, and a sanitizer point, which is quite publicly, well, it's there. You do have to pay for these toilets. They are 30p. I'm sure people will have their thoughts about that, but at the end of the day, I suppose there's not a lot of places you can go to. Pubs, well, pubs are, but there's some places that are open, but you can't go to the toilets. So make sure you bring a bit of change, because you don't give change, but you can use contactless payments at the toilets, which is good. As we walk down the Promenade, unfortunately, Sandcastle Water Park is closed still. We will update you as we go of when they open, but they're very active on their Facebook page. So if you want to know when they're opening, do follow them on there. They do have a website as well. Ravenna Casino is also closed. There's no plan yet of casinos reopening, which is a bit odd if I'm honest with you, because arcades are open. So but I think with it being quite a late place, like within 24 gambling, could be the reason, which is why bowling alleys are closed, because they're quite late night as well. Karting 2000 is over there as well. They are open, but we'll head over there in a moment. Just before we do, there's Velvet Coaster, which is one of the Wetherspoons pubs that are open, and just running across the road. So you can go there if you want to go there before the Pleasure Beach or anything around here. One way in, one way out, although they've only got one door, so you have to keep to the side. But Velvet Coaster is open. Karting 2000 here is open. You do need to book in advance, or pre-register at karting2000.com. And no trams just yet, they are back soon. So our next stop here is of South Pier. Now, South Pier, again, easy to enter, should I say. But you do need to do one thing. When you come here, you do need to send a text message, so you do need your phone. Okay, there's a bit of information there that you can probably send before you get here. So you'll need to send South, your name, and the amount of people in your party. to that number, they will then send you a text back, and then you show the text message to the guy on the door and he'll let you in. The sides are open, but they are exit only, so don't get confused. You must enter through the arcade. So South Pier is open for operation on rides, and so is the bar. However, not looking great for the weather here today. Unfortunately, there's not actually anyone really on here. There is sanitizer points as you walk around. There's a view of the big one over to the side, and then just next to that is Sandcastle. The arcade is open here as well, and so is the Laughing Donkey. Laughing Donkey has got one-way system in place. Again, you won't be able to sit near each other. They've spaced out the chairs in there, which is good. So the arcade to your left is open. So as you would have seen as we came through very quickly, you may not have seen them, they've got signs on every other machine that's saying is out of use. So they are switched on, you just can't play them. So bit of safety in place there. And there's the arcade again there, 2 metre gaps. And with that in mind, they're not issuing change from the desks unless they're notes, but they are advising that you use change machines. But game stalls are open, as are the little shops that are on here. You can get your rock, little souvenirs on the pier. And if you want to have a bit of a game stall moment, they're open as well. Well, that's South Pier for you. Nice and straightforward. So what we'll do, we'll take a little look just around this area before we head all the way over to Central Pier. Like I say, just before we do head over to the central or main town area of Blackpool, a couple of things around here. Wetherspoon's The Velvet Coaster is open, as well as a lot of other things such as little stalls that you can see in front of us here. The Orange Fish is open there. They do fish and chips. There's a few other fish and chip shops, as you can see just down there. Had a couple of questions about Pablo's actually, which are open just over there, as you can see. So for those who are asking about Pablo's, they are open. And one more thing, there is an arcade just down here. If anyone does remember Lucky Star Arcade, I can run across before I get run over. Lucky Star is back, and for those wondering, I'm 99% sure it's the same Lucky Star that used to be situated on the prom. It's owned by the same guys. But yeah, new little arcade there. So now we're down on Central Promenade here in Blackpool. Just made our way all the way from South Pier. And just before we head over to the pier itself, there's a few things down the promenade. Most of the hotels are open. McDonald's, Yates's, ice cream shops, souvenir shops are all open on the promenade between here and South Pier. So if you are walking between here, there is a few things there. But as we head down here, you'll see an arcade at the very end there. That's not open. Infamous Pat Bingo is closed at the moment. But as we move over, as the arcades start, you'll see the arcades will start to open. You can see the shutters are down, but they're letting people in through one door instead of any other door here. As we take you a bit further down the promenade, the rain has let off a little bit. You can't really see it. We can see the top of the tower, but not very well. We'll be interested to see if Central Pier is doing the same process as the South Pier is. And more souvenir shops are open here. And then of course we have Central Pier. So we're going to have a look at what process they're doing. Looks like they could be doing the same, but they have got markings on the floor here. So let's take you down. So exactly the same as South Pier, it's actually the same number as well, so you can just save the number and away you go. Again, you just need to type Central this time, and you'll get a text message. Well, here we go. So this is Central Pier. The only difference on this one is you actually don't have to go through the arcade. You just go on the side. So you go out on one side and in on the other. As you can see, the arrows are on the floor. And down Central Pier. Got sanitizer as you come in as well, which is great. Which I've just got on my hands now. So the one-way system does stop halfway down, so provided you stay your 2 metre distance, you'll be okay. Also, if you look at the seating, you can't sit every other one as well. Interesting. As we head down towards after the rides, or main rides, Pirate Bay Family Bar is behind the arcade. This is actually the arcade, which is also open too. There's your Family Bar, which is open. They do have a one-way system in effect. That's the view off Central Pier. We head round the back of the pier. How gloomy does it look? So as we head down the other side of the pier, as you saw, you would have seen the no entry sign to the bar. Here's the entrance to the bar, directed by the yellow arrows on the floor into there. Also have a hand sanitisation point as you go through there too. Everyone is spaced out quite well in there. There's actually a fair few people in there. But like I said in my previous video, I wasn't sure if they'll have entertainment, so there's not a lot happening in there, but it's good that they're open. And like I said, as we went past before, they have got a small arcade in there too, if the kids get a bit restless. So as for rides, they have got a good selection of rides on here. There is 2 additional rides on the other side of the arcade, which are these 2. Get yourself some pictures whilst you're here as well. And good thing, well, good news, they do have toilets. So the toilets are operational. Again, social distancing, and children must be accompanied by an adult. So let's have a look at the rides on here. Clear the lens. Here's your prices. We will be coming on here to do a ride video very shortly. You can see they've got some waltzers just over there. Dodgems, which are a bit wet, so I don't think they'll be operating at the moment. Some kids rides as well. The notorious big wheel, you can't mistake that. Got a mini Miami, which is just over there. Extreme, which is the big Miami. And then new for 2020 is this. So this used to be down in South Wales. It's called the Flying Bob. It's replaced an old ride that used to be on here, which is the same complex ride. Be interesting to see that go round. Again, like I say, we will be back here again soon, clean the lens, to ride that. And we've got these rides here. That's all the rides that are on the pier. And as we go down here, you'll also see that the arcade is open too. So that's the Central Pier, one way out. If you do want to do the arcade, you have to go in from the front and then out from the back as well. So yeah. Okay, moving on from Central Pier, we're going to head now north towards North Pier. So mostly a lot of attractions around here as well, and arcades as well. So we'll get to show you exactly what is open today. And as we go, see a chip shop called The Sea that's open. It has been open for the last few weeks. Again, operating social distancing. Happy Days, the arcade, isn't actually open. I'm not too sure why that is. Maybe they're just not ready yet. The little stalls next to it are open, and the Doggy Cafe or Cafe Chico is open. Next up we've got Madame Tussauds. They've been open since 10 today. They are running reduced hours, and they're not open Mondays and Fridays. So if you're here on a Monday and Friday, Madame Tussauds and Sea Life will not be open. So just bear that in mind. Also do pre-book your tickets on there too. The Pyramid is open, and so is Scoops. They're open too. Again, you can see markings are on the floor there, as well as for the Chippy. Funland, the arcade, is open. They're operating a one-way in, one-way out system as well. They've got arrows on the door telling you which way in it is. So another arcade that has opened, and people are in there. Fortune teller, Blackpool t-shirts. Graffiti Golf is open. Which is good. And Sea Life Centre is open. I'm waiting for their frontage to be completed. They've just had all this done, and let me tell you, it looks so much better. So I'm assuming they're going to have signage up here for the Sea Life here, and we'll get some photos of that when it's back. But again, their Sea Life isn't open Mondays and Fridays, just like Madame Tussauds, and again, book in advance as well. Moving on down the promenade, we have got Golden Mile Amusements. Now, they're not operating much of a system by the looks of it. I would imagine they are monitoring their numbers though. And then the little shops on the corner as well. All little things. Coral Island is back open. Again, there's a sign there saying entrance only, exit only, with signage on the doors telling you which way to go. All the doors are manned as well, so you'll be able to get in through there. Again, I would imagine the signage in place there telling you what you can and can't play as well. All these little shops have been open in the last few weeks as well. Blackpool Rock, fudge shops, little chippies, loads of different things that you can do here. As we're passing the other entrance here, they have got signage out here as well. There's just, I don't think you make out, that's an entrance as well as an exit. So it looks like all the entrances and exits are entrances and exits. And I can see people on the door monitoring that as well. But I would imagine they'd have quite a big capacity in there to allow guests in there. New hotel being built, still yet to be completed. I've had a lot of people asking me about this. The Sands Hotel. Blackpool Museum will be in there as well, but still waiting on when that's going to be complete. Just managed to cross over to give a bit more of a close see to Wetherspoons. Wetherspoons is open here. One way in, one way out again. And then next door to that is the Blackpool Tower. Blackpool Tower is open every day. You can see a lot more now here than you could if you're down South Shore, but the weather isn't great here. We're not expecting to hear much from the dungeons. I doubt we'll hear much from them. But we're hoping to see the circus and the ballroom back open again soon. Just going to take you across the front of here. So you do need to pre-order or pre-book out here before you go inside. and you'll notice the prices there as we go past. One way out, one way in and one way out once again, and you'll have a designated time slot given as well. So arrive on time, and they've got some little social distancing signs here too. But that's the tower there. Moving on, Harry Ramsden's next to the tower is open. They are now allowed to go inside, so it was takeaway only. It's now not, but you can do takeaway. You can also go inside as well. Blappletown Center open as normal. Poundland's there, which is also open. And as we head down here, you got Vegas Diner, which is also open too. So the Viva won't actually be open with it being an entertainment complex. But Beach House, which is located on this side of the prom, is open. And one way in there, and they've added extra rails here, so you can't actually just walk onto the terrace area. You have to go inside and then round. Not like you'd want to sit outside there anyway. But on the other side, just to confirm, Vegas Diner is open to go inside, which is good. Not everything is open though. Las Iguanas isn't open as of yet, and there'll be a few other things like that as well, although they are allowed to open, but not just yet for some places. Visit Blackpool tourist information is open as well, so if you want to come and get tourist information, you can't actually book a lot on there because you have to book in advance, so everything will be online. That scaffolding is a bowling alley, obviously that's not open. There it is, MFA Bowl, not open just yet, but again, we'll try and keep updated with that. And then coming to the end of here, as we come towards North Pier, we have got a lot more things going on again. Another part of the town centre. Update with the buses. Buses are running an increased service from next weekend, so they're not this week. Can't answer for Stagecoach, but I think Stagecoach are doing the same, but again you must wear a face mask. Also Stagecoach don't issue change. Blackpool Transport minimum fare I think is £1.50 unless that's changed, and the trams will be back soon. Also Blackpool Transport are also doing a bus service to Preston soon. More information of that can be found on their website. So we're coming to the end of our walk here on the promenade. We're just going to check out North Pier and we'll see what is on there. I would imagine it'll be the same process as the other piers, so let's check it out. Right, there we go, simple as that. Again, using the same process as South and Central Pier, text into the same place or same number, and they keep you on record for 21 days. Obvious reasons why they do that. Now if you want to do the arcade here, at the moment the only way into the arcade is through the front. You can't access it from the back, as I've just tried, but again you can see how the contraflow system works here. So unfortunately the pier is not actually open down here, so you can't access the pier unfortunately. I'm going to guess that's due to the weather, because it's not looking great out there, but there's not a lot down there anyway for today for us to operate, well, for us to see. But everything else is open on here. They do have a coffee and a bar, so if you want a bar there's one on here, and also a bit of information on here. But I think with the weather it's not being kind to us, so we're not able to walk down the pier itself unfortunately, and you're not able to sit here either. So yeah, so that's North Pier. So there we go, that is our walk complete of south to north. Thank you so much for joining us on this very wet 4th of July here in Blackpool. Hope you've got enough information to know what is open now, and I just hope the weather does pick up as I'm getting absolutely blown in the face by rain. If you're not already subscribed to the channel, do, as we do upload different types of videos as well as this one and other vlogs. And give us a like, let us know you've enjoyed this. Do leave a comment below and let us know if you've enjoyed it and if you're coming to Blackpool, or if you need any more information, we'll try and help you as much as we can. But from here in Blackpool, we'll see you again on another video. See you later.